والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين. And certainly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you and I that we will see trials, we will be tested. In what? Through our fears. In our hunger, Allah will test us with something in our fears, in our hunger, in a loss of wealth, in our lives, in our fruits, everything that you are doing, in your jobs, everything that is part of you, Allah will test you. And after that, Allah is telling us that وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, give glad tidings to those who are patient. Give glad tidings to those who are patient. That's what Allah wants from you. When this tribulation, when this temptation, when this afflictions strikes you, when it occurs, Allah wants you to what? To be patient. Then sometimes when this happens, there is something that Allah wants from you. That is, He wants to hear your voice. He wants to see you raising your hands, giving or submitting that to Allah, because He alone who brought it, and He alone will solve it. Allahu Akbar. He said, give. He tells us in the Quran, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, give glad tidings to those who are patient. Who are the patient? And Allah is saying, الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ, they are those, when this calamity occurs, what are they saying? They will say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. To Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. That's what Allah wants to hear from you. And because of this, Allah, there is some gift that Allah will give to those people. He said, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ صَلَوَاتٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ وَرَحْمَةٌ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُهْتَدُونَ. They are those who Allah's praise, His mercy will be among them, upon them, and Allah will guide them. They will be among the guided one. Allahu Akbar. So as a believer, when you are struck with calamity, you must be patient. You must be what? You must be patient. Because that's what Allah wants from you. And it is a will. It is a decree. That's why Allah is telling us in the Quran, ما أصاب من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك على الله يسير. Everything that you see, the calamities that occurs in the earth and upon you that occurs, it is that what Allah has written in Lawhil Mahfuz, that it will happen to you someday. Maybe yours didn't arrive. Maybe you have seen some and there are more to come. You must be ready. And because of this readiness, when this happens, Allah will let you be among the real patient one. May Allah let us be among the patient. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Salama, the wife of Abu Salama, when her husband died, Abu Salama, she was crying, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells her, you should not be crying. You should not cry. You should not be shedding tears. There is something that you must say that Allah wants from you. That is, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Allahumma ajurni fi musibati wa khulufni khayran minhu. That's what Allah wants from you. You must say, to Allah we belong, and to Him we shall return. Oh Allah, give me reward with the loss that happened to me and give me the one which is better than the one you have taken. That's what you used to say. And it's a good prayer too. When this test comes, when you are struck, when you are afflicted with different kinds of calamity, this is what you should be saying. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Allahumma ajurni fi musibati wa khulufni khayran minhu. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he told Salama to be reciting this dua, she kept on reciting it, but thinking that, will there be any man who is better than her man? That's what she was thinking. But she kept on reciting the dua until she completed her iddah. Because as a widow, when your husband died, you must do iddah, 4 months, 10 days. Arba'at ashhurin wa ashra. When you are divorced, it's 3 months, thalathat ashhur. So when she completed the iddah, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked permission to see her. He came to her house and she gave him permission to enter. When he came, he sat and he asked her for marriage. Allahu Akbar. Salama. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked her for marriage. He asked her to marry him. And Salama, she was surprised. And she told the Prophet, it is not that I don't want you to be my husband. It is not that I don't want to be your wife. Who don't want to be the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? But mind you, I'm a very jealous person. Salama, she is telling Prophet, she is very jealous. And she is old. And she have many children. So she cannot marry him. Allahu Akbar. And Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he just smiled and tells her that I will ask Allah to remove the jealousy from your heart. As you are saying you are old, I'm old too. And your children are mine. Allahu Akbar. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he married Salama, and that's it. And that's what Allah wants from you. When this calamity occurs, you must be patient and keep on praying. Allah wants to hear your voice. He wants to submit that thing to Him because He brought it and He only will solve it. My dear brothers and sisters, Islam, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he is telling us in his noble hadith, ما من مسلم تصيبه مصيبة فيقول كما أمره الله إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون اللهم أجرني في مصيبتي واخلفني خيرا منها إلا أخلف الله له خيرا منها. There is no Muslim that when this kind of calamity occurs and he say what Allah command him to say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, Allahumma ajurni fi musibati wa khulufni khayran minhu, Allah will give him what is better than what Allah has taken. When you do this dua with sincerity, Allah will give you the best or the better one that He has taken from you. So my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, let's all be patient when this kind of calamity occurs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is telling us, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ مِنْكُمْ وَالصَّابِرِينَ وَنَبْلُوَ أَخْبَارَكُمْ and we will surely test you until we know those who strive among you and the patient, and we will put to test all your affairs. That's what we should all be. All of us, Allah will test us. All what Allah wants, He wants to know when this thing comes, you will be among the patient. And when you be among them, Allah will reward you because you have been patient. And Allah is telling you and I that فَاصْبِرْ كَمَا صَبَرَ أُولُو الْعَزْمِ مِنَ الرُّسُلِ. We must be patient as the best of patience, the best of messengers. The kind of patience they endure when this kind of tribulation strikes them. They endure patience, and Allah wants us to what? To endure the same patience. Ulul Azmi, the best of messengers? No. Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah have tested all of them, starting from Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. He was the prophet that kept on calling upon his people for almost 950 years. Alfa sanatin illa khamsina ama. He was calling them just to say, Allah, i'budullaha wa la tushriku bihi shay'a. That's what Allah said in the Quran. Inna arsalna Nuhan ila qawmihi an anzir qawmaka min qabl an ya'tiyahum adhabun alim. قال يا قوم إني لكم نذير مبين أن اعبدوا الله واتقوه وأطيعون يغفر لكم من ذنوبكم ويؤخركم إلى أجل مسمى إن أجل الله إذا جاء لا يؤخر لو كنتم تعلمون قال ربي إني دعوت قومي ليلا ونهارا فلم يزدهم دعائي إلا فرارا وإني كلما دعوتهم لتغفر لهم جعلوا أصابعهم في آذانهم واستغشوا ثيابهم وأصروا واستكبروا استكبارا. الله أكبر. Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam, he kept on calling his people just to accept and say Allah is the only one to worship and they should not associate anything with him. Only these two words. اعبدوا الله ولا تشركوا به شيئا. They didn't listen. He called them in the night, in the day. When they see him coming, they were running away. They will close their eyes. And what he has told them not to do, they will keep on doing it with pride. They will say, we will not leave what you want us to leave. Inna wajadna aba'ana ala ummatin wa inna ala atharihim muhtadun. They didn't listen. And he was tested again. His son was among the disbelievers. Until when Allah asked him, Wasna'il ful, construct the ship and put all those who believe in you in the ship. He called his son to come along and he refused. ونادى نوح ابنه وكان في معزل يا بني اركب معنا ولا تكن من الكافرين قال سآوي إلى جبل يعصمني من الماء قال لا عاصم اليوم من أمر الله إلا من رحم وحال بينهما الموج فكان من المغرقين. He called his son to come along, but he refused. He said, when the sun comes, he will be on this mountain, so he will not be affected. And the father told him that no one will be saved from this that is coming. So after that, no, nada rabba, rabbi ghfir. He was calling Allah to forgive his what? His son. Inna bini min ali wa inna wa'daka al-haq wa anta ahkamul hakimin. And Allah told him, Ya Nuh, إنه ليس من أهلك إنه عمل عمل غير صالح فلا تسألني ما ليس لك به علم إني أعظك أن تكون من الجاهلين. No, your son is not among you, your family, because he is a disbeliever. Your family are the one who believe in you, who believe in your message, who are amongst you in the ship. So it's not part of your family. Don't ask me what you have no knowledge of. The least you do that, you will be among the ignorant. Allahu Akbar. That's what happened to Noah. In all this, he was patient. And that's what Allah wants from you. Maybe you will be tested through your family, your job, anything that's close to you. Allah can test you on that. These are the best of messengers, and Allah have tested them. And He is telling you to be patient, as did the best of patience, the best of messengers. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam is among the best of messengers. He too, he was tested. Ibrahim, his people threw him in a fire. Because of what? Because he broke their idol. And when he was thrown in the fire, Allah let the fire became cool and a safe place for him. Allahu Akbar. Ya naru kuni bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim. In all this, Ibrahim was patient. After that, he was separated from his parents. Because of what? Because he was giving them the message. He wants them to accept what Allah has sent him to do. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا يَا أَبَتِ لَا تَعْبُدِ الشَّيْطَانَ إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ كَانَ لِلرَّحْمَنِ عَصِيًّا يَا أَبَتِ إِنِّي أَخَافُ أَنْ يَمَسَّكَ عَذَابٌ مِّنَ الرَّحْمَنِ فَتَكُونَ لِلشَّيْطَانِ وَلِيًّا. And what did the father say? قَالَ أَرَاغِبٌ أَنْتَ عَنْ آلِهَتِي يَا إِبْرَاهِيمُ لَئِن لَّمْ تَنْتَهِ لَأَرْجُمَنَّكَ وَاهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا. Allah Akbar. He was separated from his parents. Because of what? Because the message he is carrying along. In all this, he was patient. And he was for a very long time without a child. Very long time without a child. And when Allah bestowed him with a son, and when the son became adult, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ قَالَ يَا بُنَيَّ إِنِّي أَرَى فِي الْمَنَامِ أَنِّي أَذْبَحُكَ فَانظُرْ مَاذَا تَرَى قَالَ يَا أَبَتِ افْعَلْ مَا تُؤْمَرُ سَتَجِدُنِي إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مِنَ الصَّابِرِينَ. Allah Akbar. Ask yourself, how long have you been married without a kid? 20 years, 30 years. And when Allah give you this child, within a second, Allah take the child again. That's what happened to Ibrahim. But he was patient. Even Ismail was patient too. That's why Allah say He is praising Ismail in Surah Al-Makkah. Innahu kana sabira. He was very patient. Because who will do that? You are just sitting and your father comes and tells you that Allah has commanded me to sacrifice you. We know what will happen. We know what will happen. But he was patient and told his father that if al-ma'tumar, do what Allah has ordered you to, do what Allah has commanded you to do. Both of them were patient. That's Ibrahim. And let's come to the best among them, who is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah Akbar. He was an orphan. That's the first thing. Prophet Muhammad, he was Afan. His father died before he was born. His mother died when he was 6 years. His grandfather died when he was 8 years. What kind of test is this? It's better than this. After he became strong man, he became an adult. He was married to Khadija, and he was being protected by his uncle Abu Talib because of the message he is sending to the disbelievers. They want to kill him, but his uncle was protecting him. Khadija died and the uncle died. That year was called the year of grief. Allah Akbar. In all this, the Prophet is patient. That's what Allah wants from you. In all, if this calamity is striking you, Allah wants you to be patient. Just keep on praying. Allahumma khlifni fi musibati. Allahumma ajurni fi musibati wa khlifni khayran minhu. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Keep on praying. You are waiting for your documents. He kept on changing the date. Maybe you have been rejected many times. Don't say why you. Why is this happening to me? Allah wants you to return to Him. He wants you to submit everything to Him. Just pray. Ask Him. And He will solve this for you. Allah Akbar. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. After all this, he was tested in Mecca. In the first 13 years, he and the companions were punished because they say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. In all this, the Prophet was patient. And when he left Mecca to Medina, the disbelievers, they didn't leave him. They also followed him. And that's when the battle of Badr occurred. And after that, Uhud came, and the rest of the battle keep on coming. In all this, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was tested several times. In Medina, among the Muslims, they are munafiq, the hypocrites. Their leader is Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul. They will come, oh, we are the believers, oh Rasul, don't mind them. وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون. We are amongst you. We are part of you. Don't worry. This we will deal with them. In all this, the Prophet was very patient. Maybe you and I will not be patient. If I know my friend is a very hypocrite, he is the cause of what's happened to me, you will never talk to him again. But the Prophet, he was patient. That's what Allah wants from us. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wa sabiru. Allah is telling to those who are believers to endure patience. Wasbir wa ma sabruka illa billah. You must be patient in all this. Keep on praying. ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. These are kind of prayers that you must be praying in this time, when this calamity is happening. So my dear brothers and sisters, let's all be patient in this kind of tribulation when it is striking us. May Allah let us be among the patient. May Allah let us be among the patient. May Allah let us be among the patient. We ask Allah to let us be among the guided one. That Allah protect us. That Allah guide us. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا أفرج علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. ربنا أفرج علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم استر عوراتنا وآمن روعاتنا واختم بالباقيات الصالحات أعمالنا. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروا الله العلي الجليل يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. فقوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمني ويرحمكم الله.